Hey guys, I'm Howard. This is Nate. This is Lucky Dice Live. It's Friday night. We have a new set out tonight that we're going to be auctioning off in a little while. As you probably already know, to all our thousands and fans out there, we're late. But we got late today for multiple reasons. At the end of the day, I was working on some stuff, some pretty cool stuff. I now have. So we use Square as our POS, and for months I've been signed up to do a web page, and I just haven't got around to doing it. So I finally got around to do it, and created all this stuff this week. So we got a live web page now, but it doesn't have much on it. I mean, it's there, but there's not much product. So I've been figuring that stuff out, and I started messing around with the inventory tonight, and put a little bit on there, and I found out some cool tools that you can use for picture making and stuff. It's really, really, really cool. But so it's much easier than anything I've ever used. I've used 3 other systems, and this is the 4th system I've used. Much easier than all other systems, and as far as entering and getting information. So you can scan it, and it puts all the information on there. AI writes a description of the item that you have to check, and it pulls. For probably 80% of your product, it will pull a picture and post there.
That's pretty cool.
But the pictures were like so-so. So then I finally came across something it didn't have a picture for. And it said use this tool. And it's a tool that you download off of Apple, put on your phone. And then it's free by Square. And then from there, you can put a picture. And the pictures are really cool. So I was messing around with it, and you take your product, you put it on anywhere, and then you take a picture of it, and then it takes all the background off and puts a whole nother any kind of background that you want on there, and the pictures look really professional and good. So I started using those, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back to all the product that I just listed and just do this because I like it. Now, why is that good news? What that means is that I will eventually have all product that we sell on our storefront up on the store. That's going to be a lot of hero clicks. It also means that I can offer pre-orders there for people outside of Huntsville. I mean, you can still pre-order, but you can go in there and you can pay and do an order. And these deals that I'm always talking about that you can get straight on the website and be able to order directly from us, and we ship as soon as we have the product. My product's supposed to hit Monday, which means that we would try to ship Monday, Tuesday. But I'm looking at their shipment. I've got some stuff I got a feeling I'm not going to get my stuff till Tuesday, but that's still early. Anyway, that's a little bit of news, and it's something that I'm pretty excited about, and we're also moving into other areas. This all happened at the end of the day, which is part of the reason I'm behind. I made a deal with somebody that's selling Pokemon, and we're now selling Japanese Pokemon that would be on the site. So I'm starting to carry that in the store. Then Jeremy came by from Red Panda, and he brings some stuff that I'd ordered through him that he has access to, and then he also had some trade-ins, and then we also started talking. And then I hooked him up with the same place I just hooked up with. And all that carried over to where I was getting out of the store later. So then I finally got to the store, went home, ate really fast, called you, got here, and then the phone rings on the way here, another business call. Get off that call, and somebody else was calling me. I didn't know who it was, and it's a guy that came by and was trying to sell me a remodel in the bathroom. I'm like, I can't talk right now. I got to go. Got him off the phone. Finally, I said, Nate, let's go. We go to the door, and I just had brand new keys made yesterday for everything and hadn't had a chance to test it out, which is my fault. And the key to get in the door to the loft doesn't work. And Nate and I look at it, and it's a duplicate key of my home. So when the lady made the keys at Lowe's, so anyway, now I got to call Houston. We wait another 5-10 minutes for her to get here, and we finally get in here. And that's why we're late, guys. Sorry. Anyway,
Hey, Nicole. How are you doing?
hey, Nicole.
So we have about 17 minutes. Do you
Yeah.
even want to go over any of
I
this
think
stuff,
it's kind of pointless to go over the figures at this point. I guess that's something we can do next week. I don't even think we have a time to take a phone call from anybody. What I think we can do is talk about the set overall. We can talk about some specific figures that we liked or didn't like, and also our experience with it. So we played. Right now, we're set up for Sunday morning for our pre-release, 11 o'clock. I hope we have a pretty good crowd. Wednesday, we went ahead and we did battle royals with some of the stuff I had to. It was a pre-release, but we used the battle royal format, and I limited how much of it we could use because I wanted to make sure we had enough for Sunday. Plus, we had to have some for tonight too. So, anyway, my experience with Spider-Man, and Nate can share his experience with Spider-Man. I played in 3 battle royals, and I felt it was going to be soon as I started looking at some of the figures and what was going on, what happened is I did a pre-sale, which is on eBay right now. Every single figure is on eBay, and the auction ends tomorrow night. And when I did the pre-sale, I'm looking at some of the figures because I actually used HC units to pull the figures up. Usually I have pictures. I didn't have any pictures. I just used a generic picture and I put because I don't think it really matters that much at this point. So I'm looking at some of the figures as I'm doing it, and I'm looking Spider-Man, Spider-Man clone, Spider-Man, Spider-Man Nor, Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Spider-Punk.
Just all the way down. And so we have an excessive amount of figures in this set that's got Spider-Man team ability, an enormous amount that's got super senses.
Yeah.
We have some stealth. There's very little TK.
There's actually there's more than one. There's at least 3, I think, that I remember just from looking for the 20 minutes earlier that I was looking at it, that have shape change and super senses.
Yeah.
And an 18 defense.
Yeah, so what you're looking at in this set is a lot of 11 attacks, a lot of 18 or above defenses, a lot of super senses and super senses, and some shape change, and a little bit of stealth, a lot of move, a lot of wall crawler team ability, a limited amount of move and attack other than charge, a little bit of running shot,
a
lot of sidestep and stuff like that. And the figures are good, but when you throw all those in a pile against each other, and you're doing it,
even if you hit an attack, a lot of the time they roll out of it.
Yeah,
somehow.
Some of them's got precision strike, so instead of doing your 3 or 4 damage, you're doing your 1 damage, which is kind of.
There's not actually that many figures in the set up past until you get past rare that have more than 3 damage as it is. So the few characters in the set that have reducers are so good because they just can't. They're not going to take damage. I mean, they're just going to take 1 damage at a time.
There's also some deep dials.
Stand there. Yeah. So some of the stuff I have wrote down, like the Venom that I have wrote down as the number 1 uncommon that I think I'd have to pull him up. You want to pull him up?
Yeah, you can pull him up. There are deep dials in this set.
Look at his dial. He's got a 9-click dial if you're playing him at 100 points, a 19 defense invulnerable, and he doesn't get off invulnerable until click 6. Like, you're doing 1 damage to him if you hit him for a while.
Yeah, it's just the point that we're trying to make is that he's got plasticity and shape change.
Yeah.
Is there's a lot. This set is a lot of dice rolling, no damage turns.
Yeah.
I know the first battle royal that we played, I think we weren't. There was no damage done to anything until turn 4, and I've seen sets like this before. The first set that I saw that was slow play like this was actually the old indie set. So the old indie set had 1 flyer in it. It had about probably 85% of the figures have stealth.
Yeah.
Huge. If you got stealth, then you don't have charge. You only got stealth. Limited amount of range. A lot of blades, claws in it, and a lot of super senses.
That is how it is, Albert. That's exactly how it is. It's all Rollout City.
Yes.
Um,
But back then you didn't have super senses, and you also didn't have any stealth busters. In that set, there's no stealth busters, and also you had. All right, so I have a complete stealth team, and you have a complete stealth team. So we're playing on the stealth. We have stuff that we can hide in.
and you can just run up to each other, and that's it. You don't get.
Yeah, you run up
So
to
you
each
run up
other.
and hope they miss first.
Yes,
and then you hit
yes,
them. Yeah.
exactly. So that was worse than this.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Spider-Man is a bad set.
I had a lot of fun playing with it, to be honest. I got some cool figures that there's some really cool mechanics in this set that
Yeah.
not necessarily are like tremendously good. But so I pulled one of them up. So I got to play a battle royal with the Hypno Hustler, and he is so funny. So he's a 60-point character, five clicks deep. He can shoot through elevated in characters.
Oh, that's good.
He's got mind control, and when he uses it, he gains an additional lightning bolt for each adjacent Mercy Killer bystander, which he spawns one at the beginning of the game, and then whenever he uses willpower and succeeds, he can generate another one up to max 3. He already has 3 lightning bolts, and he has mind. So the mind control, I mind controlled 4 people one turn, hit all of them, and then proceeded to hit every attack that all 4 of them used. So I wiped Jonathan's entire team in one turn with just a single mind control.
That's crazy.
Then on top of that, if opposing characters within range and line of fire can't remove action tokens except by clearing, which is also
That's
pretty
really good.
And then he's got Perplex, and all of his Mercy Killers have Perplex.
So willpower and all that stuff doesn't work. You just
Yeah, all I did was perplex his attack up to a 13 or a 14, and then sidestepped every turn and just mind controlled 4 things, and then just went my merry way, hitting everything with
George.
everybody else's stuff.
So
he was fun to play with. I don't think he's very good normally.
No, he's not.
But he was pretty fun.
What I see in this set is it's a lot of rock'em sock'em. Nobody doing anything for a minute. It's almost like a wear down. But you end up having, I mean, with super senses, that means you have a 50% chance of hitting and a 50% chance of
after actually hitting them.
Yeah,
which is really annoying.
Yeah, and then if they got super senses in it, and which some of them do, a reducer too.
So
it's like I finally hit you, now take 1.
Yeah. So Rick had this character on the 3rd battle royal we played, the Spider Cat. It has 3 clicks, has no reducers, 18 defense, but it has super senses the whole time, and somehow it got shape change at one point. It didn't. It was in the very center of the map. It got attacked by me and TJ probably a total of 12 to 15 times. It never got hit, single time. Rolled out of everything.
Well, oddly enough, Joaquin had that figure also. It's tiny, and it moved up. It moved up beside everybody, and every time that I hit it, he rolled out of it, and I finally like, screw it, I'm not going to hit the cat anymore.
Yeah.
And
well, so our game, we only had stuff that could do so much damage, just like every character in this set doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So like, we couldn't kill anything else, so we just kept trying to kill the cat, and it's like we just kept missing the cat.
Well, I actually got the first game. I thought I had 2 good figures, very mobile and everything, and what you need in this set, I had. You need Outwit.
Oh, you do, and so that's one of the things that I have on here.
Spider-Nor.
Yeah, so I think the best common possibly in the set, like he was just talking about, is Spider-Nor, only because he has Outwit.
And he still has super senses.
He has Wall Crawler, which is really good mobility. Yeah. He's got, whenever he's placed, he uses that free smoke cloud, and if anybody's in his smoke clouds, then they have shape change. That's really good.
Well, what I was doing is I was carrying up him with one of the flyers I had and placing him down, so he immediately had that, and then he was able to wall crawl on his other turns. So I had two of them, so they would jump down, jump up, back and forth, doing their things. In Outwit, so I had that. So you think I would do really good. And Outwit was awesome. But then every time I outwitted something, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to kill this guy.
Miss him.
I'd miss him.
Yeah, the one
I
attack.
just, I mean, I had 11 attacks. I had multiple figures, but they were sitting on an 18 or 19 most of the time, and I couldn't hit them. And so I guess what I'm saying is that I like the set. There's a lot of good figures. I think there's a lot of figures that can be played. God, man, especially pulp figures.
This set is going to be, I think, really good for pulp. So this is, let me pull up Norman Osborn real quick. So this guy, reading through him, so he's 35 points for stealth, 5 range, special attack power, which is telekinesis, and if you use it to place a character that shares a keyword with him, modify that character's range +2 this turn. And he's also got leadership, 18 defense, mastermind. So like, well, and then he generates a goblin army at the start of the game.
Jonathan had that at the very beginning, and I don't think he ever used that +2.
I don't think he's crazy for. He's possibly good for sealeds and stuff, but I think it's possible for pulp or something. You make a team where you TK somebody up, and then all of a sudden they have a retarded range because they get +2.
Well, it's not just that. Think about this: like if you
he's your leadership.
Okay,
so
if you hypersonic, I'm going to use this as an example. There was one of the figures I had, Lizard. I had a Lizard with hypersonic speed, no range. Okay, so now he has hypersonic speed and range.
Yeah.
So he's got 0 range. So
he'd have 2. So
like so you TK him 5.
I guess 4. You have to 1 then. So I mean,
well, I don't know because modifications happen afterwards. Like if I do a modifier, like if I say, like if I've got a range of 4, and I perplex up modify range, okay.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah,
so you would have pulse wave would go to 6. Your pulse wave is locked in at 4. You modify the range, so range would go to 4. Just like if I perplex it.
Pulse wave is a flat 4, right?
No.
Doesn't pulse wave's ability just say
no
4 range?
You can perplex it. You can get it up to 7. It is a flat 4, but if you perplex up range on that figure and the figure is outside the pulse wave, then they get that additional. So I did it all the time, especially with the Scott Porters. You perplex them up, or they perplex themselves, which they still get that power, and you can perplex up a figure up to 7 on pulse wave.
Okay.
So it's the perplex takes effect afterwards. So I would think that on hypersonic speed like that, where you have half range value, but the perplex comes in afterwards, I think that you would get a +2.
Yeah,
I think.
Possible.
I know it works that way on pulse wave.
So I want to talk about this real quick, just because I think this is interesting. So
somebody said something about
symbiotes are almost cheats. I like the black symbiote a lot. The red one I played against twice. It didn't seem to do a whole lot. But I think in other games, so we just played BRs. I think the thing that first comes to mind with these specifically is Beetlejuice. And I don't know how well this is going to actually work, but so I'll read this ability. Shape change, steal energy. When black symbiote is KO'd, you may place it on a friendly character's card. If you do, this game, that character can use shape change, steal energy, and super strength. Sorry. If you play them at 15 points and you call Beetlejuice in turn 1, you do the damage every time to these symbiotes, and then you paid 15 points to give they're not unique. So you could kill a bunch of these symbiotes and just give your whole team shape change, steal energy, super strength. The other one's different. I don't know how good that is, but it seems like it could be decent. Shape change, Blaze Claws, Fang, sidestep for the red one.
Well, what you'd have to do with Beetlejuice.
Well, and then that gets rid of your Beetlejuice damage on your main characters as well. So like if you're needing to keep him in, you just kill a red symbiote, but then you get to hand those abilities to somebody else, and it's 15 points.
Okay, well Beetlejuice, what you're wanting is So Beetlejuice takes damage. If you try to leave him on the board, okay.
Yeah, he assigns it to somebody.
So what you have to do is bring in Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice needs to attack and use still energy and possibly heal, and then take the damage and leave him on the board.
No, Beetlejuice assigns damage to another character on your team.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. So
that's what I'm meaning is you use these instead of time breakers, and these die. Okay, cool. I paid 15 points, but now you're giving everybody all this other stuff that's for the rest of the game,
including himself,
which is ridiculous. Like you have to choose one person to put this on their card, but like,
yeah, I know, but
I feel like that's a pretty decent ability. I mean, it's not bad. I don't know how much that's going to be good, but it seems pretty decent to me.
Well, I don't disagree with you, and I think that. So let's refresh ourselves for a minute. So Beetlejuice is on the sideline. He doesn't cost any points.
No.
So if you're playing, say, Dark Side at 300 points, you bring it. Well, it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
you have to have something
that's less. But.
All right, so you're playing. Okay, let's use a better example because everybody's playing him right now. You play the Ultra Chase Collector at 200 points. You got Beetlejuice on the sideline. You put a symbiote here. You just given Collector, and symbiote dies for 15 points. You leave Beetlejuice out there, and then for 15 points, you just given the Collector shape change on top of all of his other nastiness.
And the other two abilities that the symbiotes give.
Which are
really good.
What are the other two?
Both of them are different. One of them, Black Symbiote, gives shape change, steel energy, and super strength.
Mm-hmm.
Red Symbiote gives Blades, Claws, Fangs, shape change, and sidestep. So
Well,
all of those abilities are useful.
you put
They're
two
not bad
symbiotes out
abilities.
there, and you kill one in the first turn, kill one in the second turn.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden they have all these abilities.
And now the Ultra Chase has both things because you
Now
can
all of a
put
sudden-
multiple.
Yeah, so for 30 points, that's still I don't know if it's a waste of 30 points. That's the only reason I don't know how great it is.
Depends on what you're playing with.
You're getting decent amount of utility out of it. I feel.
Well, you have to be in a situation where you can kill something. I mean, which the Ultra Chase definitely can. But I think loading up a beat stick is pretty smart with that. Just giving him all this stuff. I mean, yeah, you sacrifice 30 points, but more than likely the Ultra Chase is going to do more than 30 points worth of damage.
Yeah.
And it might be worth it. And you still got Beetlejuice out there. I think that's pretty good.
This ability is another thing that I put down just as a note. Just the Spider Cat, 30 points when establishing theme teams. Friendly characters with the animal keyword gain the Spider-Man family keyword. So much good Spider-Man family stuff in this that possibly will come up and be pretty good. The only other thing that was specific that wasn't like one of the things was this. Can this character die at all?
All right.
You'll have to read them.
All right, so where am I reading? Right there. All right, here lies Spider-Man. So this is Spider-Man. Imagine that, a Spider-Man in a Spider-Verse set. Spider-Man. Once per game, when Spider-Man would be KO'd.
Oh, never mind. This doesn't matter.
Because it's a once per game thing?
Yeah, I just read it wrong earlier. I just glanced over it.
All right, so blame Nate for getting us all excited about some special thing and ruining it for us. You should let us read the second part so we at least got excited first. All right, the auction's ended. We're going to. I'm gonna take.
I only had 20 minutes and I had to go over all this.
Oh, I know, man. Like I said, I apologize. We were late. There were some bizarre things that happened. I think we still could have got in our reviews had we not been locked out of the building. That was the last straw.
We actually went over a lot of the stuff that I had wrote down. There's only a few things for the uncommons and commons.
Well, I wanted to look at some of the other stuff, but it's all fine and dandy. I think everybody's more excited about us opening up this stuff anyway.
Yep.
So set the screen up for us and take all that. Here, I take all that stuff down. Yeah. So people are already paying, which I much appreciate. By the way, guys, if we're going to start pitching this more. We're moving more and more towards doing live interviews and we can take calls. We've got that down. We've got a lot of other things that we want to do. please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. We're actually going to work on trying to build that and build a following. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. I would much appreciate it. So here we go. Spider-Verse it is.
And we need a bounty.
Yeah, we do need a bounty. So we already got the legacy card in there. Let's throw some stuff in there. I have a Hawkeye legacy card. We're starting brand new because we gave out 2 bounties last week. I'm going to throw in the Tower tarot card. We're going to throw in, this is something I pulled out. We're going to throw in a Ragnarok Surtur from Hammer of Thor. I used to play with that figure and have a lot of fun with him way back in the day. Let's do some DC now. Let's throw in a Starfire. I feel fiery tonight. Can y'all tell? I'm opening up. I'm doing a flame. We're doing the flame. So we got Surtur, Starfire, and then we're going to jump over to a White Hope Phoenix, sticking with the flames, and then I'm going to do this guy, not so flamey, but he is kind of. I mean, maybe he's blue flames. We're going to do a Chase. We're going to do this side Teen Titans. We're doing a head case Chase, and one more. We'll do. This guy has no flames, or maybe he does. Maybe his ship is up in flames, and that's all he's got left. Who knows? Because I don't see the ship. So we're going to do a successful Dirk Anger, and then we're going to open up stuff. You didn't put the date on here.
That's what. Yeah, I'm not done with it yet. I only slid one over to you so far.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still in the middle of doing it.
One. Just that way a little bit. 7. This one's you. This one doesn't. That's got a date. Yeah, 1, 3, 5, 7.
That's yours.
I think that's all mine. That's yours. All right, so let's see. Spider Punk with a glider and black symbiote was a lot of fun. So I guess you played in your pre-release and had fun with that. I think this set may be more fun in a sealed environment, but I do think the set's good. I'm skeptical about the set within itself fighting each other. It can in a battle royal when you play for 30 minutes and nothing's happening, you're like, this is not fun.
Yeah.
So be prepared. I don't know if you see that as much of that in a 1-versus-1 battle, but I do think the set has a lot of stuff that can fit into the meta. So I think it's a good set. All right, so we need to name the bounty. I don't even know all the super rares in the set, so I need a super rare. I need nominations for super rares, guys. The other thing I want to tell you guys while we're doing that, while y'all nominating, is that Houston's my daughter, and we are the ones that ship out everything. We've been trying to do shipping 1 day a week. We're no longer doing that. We're going to ship every day. So if you pay, the plan is the next day for it to ship out. So the quicker you pay, the quicker you get your stuff. So if you pay today, pay Saturday, pay Sunday, our plan is to ship out all the Auxxit on Monday. So you get your stuff faster. We feel like we've been slower than we should, and we're not doing that anymore. So the quicker you pay for something, the quicker you'll get your stuff from now on. Just throwing that out there. All right, so
we haven't got any super rares yet.
Yep. So Stiltman, Lady Stiltman. Wait a minute. How can it be a Lady Stiltman?
Ladies are allowed to be men now.
I know, but it should be Lady Stilt Woman.
I guess.
Spider Ham. All right, we got 2 nominations. Need second nominations on those, or brand new nominations all on your own? I guess you got too late to get in on the auction, man. Sorry about that. Come on, guys, any nominations? We didn't hear from Nicole tonight. Nicole is our.
She said hi up top.
Yeah, I know she said hi, but she's the one I'm telling everybody. She picked both of them last week. Spider Ham is my hope, so Spider Ham it is. That's the second nomination. So we're looking for a Spider Ham. No, I'm not Spider Ham. Neither is Nate. I don't even know all the super rares.
I've seen a
obviously
few of
those.
them, but
Well, I saw a few of them on the
I
table.
didn't get to them when I was looking at the stuff. I only got through rares.
Well, I think we have a super rare right off the bat.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So I'm going to a show tonight, Nate, at 10 o'clock. As soon as I get out of here, Houston and I are going to see there's a show on the other side of town, and it's, what's the guy's name? I'm really bad now. The poet, Edgar Allan Poe. They're doing this little thing. You go to, that you get 4 cocktails, 4 shows, lasts about an hour and a half, and they do this performance, and you get a cocktail with each one of them. So we're going to the show. We're going to have a blast. All right. New stuff, Nate. New stuff. We have a Spider-Man. All right, I'm done. We're going to be saying Spider-Man a lot. It's just a matter of which one. So I got a Spider-Man Uncommon 021 because there's probably another Spider-Man Uncommon. I've got a Spider-Man Rare 031A. I've got a Spider-Bite Common. I've got a Goblin Army Common, which, by the way, I think it's pretty cool. We got goons and stuff in this set. I think they're going to be pretty popular. And then we got Silvermane is our first super rare of the night, and Silvermane's head. That's mine.
Okay, so we're on booster number 2. Starting off with a Dr. Kurt Connors common, a Mysterio common, Spider-Man 001 common, Scarlet Spider uncommon, and then Spider UK rare.
I like that UK. I saw him. Did you happen to see this guy? And is he a super rare also? The Spider-Man with the
That's a
hammer?
chase.
That's a chase. Okay. Somebody was telling me they wanted that, and I want to know how much it was. And I said I have no idea at this point. Okay, so booster number 3. We have common Goblin Army. We have a Ghost Spider common. We do have a one-shot, Assist from Another World. We have Spider-Man common 005. We have Stunner is your rare. I have not seen her in action yet. She looks.
I played against her in one of the.
She doesn't look bad. All right, so then you got Slide uncommon.
He's terrible.
Oh, he's that one that does the 1 damage and does.
Yeah, I played with him because I was like, I have to choose him just because he
Doesn't
looks
have
like he
Common
might
Speed.
be fun.
Did he have a-
Yeah.
No, I actually did well with him, but the only reason he worked for me is I had some Empower.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
Hypersonic Speed used the
I
Empower.
didn't have Empower, and they outwitted my Precision Strike.
Oh, that
so I was
sucks.
doing 1 damage if I even hit.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so stupid.
Yeah.
Lurker ERS said, I just hope I get the right booster this time. Last time on stream, my booster had chase, but it wasn't sent to me. I don't know. Did you ever reach out to Howard?
You need to, I don't know what happened there, but you need to message us on Auxxit itself, because that's where we answer those at, and we will research it and fix it. But I mean, occasionally they do get mixed up, and we do mess up, but we always fix it.
Yeah.
I mean, we made a mistake last week. You didn't even know about Houston Cop. We auctioned off 2 number 7s, and one of the number 7s had a super rare in it. So we just fixed it, and just both of them got this number 7 booster. Both of them got super rares. So whoever, we never had an 8.
You mean like on the on the auction there was 2 number 7s?
We had 7, 8 here, but I listed 7, 7, 9.
Okay, I got you.
So I never listed 8. So I have no idea who would have got. So we just gave the people that had number 7 last week the same thing, which one of them it was a super rare in one of them. So they just got both of them got the same got the identical boosters. I just fixed it because I have a lot of clicks.
So yeah, you had that problem, just reach out to Howard. They'll get it fixed.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on booster number 4. Booster number 4, you've got a Spider Clone common. You've got a Man Mountain Marco common.
Man Mountain
who
isn't so bad.
I think is going to be really. This is one of the people that I put on the list because he has an invuln the entire time. If somebody doesn't have Outwit, he's not dying.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you're going to be able to kill him with most stuff in the set. They're going to do 1 damage the whole time.
He's not bad.
You got a Spiders Man 016 uncommon. You've got a Martin Lee 023B uncommon.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
And then it's not a prime, they just have two different ones. And then you've got a Spider Cat rare and a Cannon Event one shot.
I got a figure in here that I played with last night that's also actually good. I've got Goblin Army common. I've got Gwen Stacy uncommon 026. I've got the Red Symbiote common 008B. I got a Spider Bot common. And this guy's pretty good too. Moreland.
I played with him as well, and I think he did really well when I played with him also.
That's the rare.
All right, so we're moving to booster number 6. All right, booster number 6. You've got a Tombstone uncommon, a Ghost Spider common, Spider-Man 001 common, Spider Bite 019 uncommon, and the Spider rare.
The Spider?
Yeah, so I played, Jonathan played with one of these.
Yeah, he's not so bad.
Yeah, no, he's
low,
pretty
though.
decent.
Yeah.
He's got a stop click mid though.
The chases we had last night, which I got to play with one of them, and he's so-so. I had the Spider-Man that got the Infinity Gauntlet. And I think Electro was our other chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was our 2 chases, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so in this one, I've got booster number 7. I've got Mysterio Common. I've got a one-shot, assemble the team. I've got a Goon Common. This is the one that we were talking about. I think it's pretty good. I had 2 of them in the Battle Royal, so it was pretty cool. Spider-Man Nor. Common, Norman Osborn, which you mentioned, uncommon, and then I also saw her in play, and she's so-so. I think is Firestar rare.
All right, booster number 8. You've got a Spider Clone common, Spider Bite 003 common, Spider-Man 2099 rare, the Alpha 029A. And then Inner Demon common, and Spider-Man 028 uncommon.
Well, I think I have something that neither one of us have seen.
No, Jonathan played with
Did he? All right. That's funny.
Yeah.
Funny looking anyway. All right, so I've got this is booster number 9? 9. Yeah, 9. I've got a Spider Clone common, Inner Demon common, a Goon common, a Mr. Negative uncommon, and then I've got a super rare, The Wall, which is very weird.
To be honest, I think depending on the team, so my first thought was Dr. Doom. However, they don't share a keyword, so I don't know how feasible that is, but he can be masterminded too. So you have to hit him 5 times to kill him. So you just mastermind everything to him. I think that could be possibly decent. All right, booster number 10. You got an Iceman common, a Black Symbiote common, Spider-Man Noir common, Venom uncommon, and then Ashley Barton rare, who this is somebody that I wrote down as well. I think she is, Pulp, I think she's going to be possibly played, and it's for this ability. Poison, opposing characters within range can't heal or positively modify their combat values. That's pretty good. The modification of combat values, all of those people that do that are very good. And it's really annoying if you have a high defense team and the other person can't positively modify.
Okay, that should be a good booster. All right, so we've got Spider-Bot 010. We've got Iceman 04 common, Spider-Man common 05. I've got the Lizard. That's what I was talking about him earlier. I think he's a pretty good uncommon. 027 uncommon. I do have a super rare here. I have Spider-Man 042. And Nate should have a good booster, do you?
Yes, I've got a chase in this one.
Yeah. So who has number 10? So 10's our first.
No, 12.
12. 12 is our first big. I'm used to the smaller boosters, obviously. Who has number 12? 12 is going to be a good one this time. There's 16, 9, 3, 5. If you got 12, speak up for us, please.
It's McCoy right there.
Right here?
One down. Yeah.
Okay. So McCoy, there's our first big winner.
All right. So McCoy.
Here we go. Okay, they got the wall. All right, so our first big winner. I mean, everybody's a winner because it's all new stuff. But this is our first chase, and I don't even know what it is yet, but congrats. Go ahead.
So you're starting with a Spider Totem, one shot, a Man Mountain Marco common, Dr. Kirk Connors common, Mysterio uncommon, Gwen Stacy uncommon, and then you've got the Dr. Octopus chase.
Cool.
I don't remember even reading yet.
Well, he looks cool. Let's pull him out.
Yeah, he's 75 or 50 points. His first trait, founding the Sinister Six, Giant Reach 4, and Leadership. When a friendly character with a Sinister Syndicate keyword uses Sinister Syndicate team ability or leadership, they consider other friendly characters within 4 squares of themselves to be adjacent. That's pretty good. His attack power, which he has from click 4 to 8, which is his entire 50-point dial. His 75-point dial is it's on click 4 of his 75-click dial only. Then when Dr. Octopus or a friendly character that replaces their attack value with his attack roll, their attack value with his attacks. So if somebody takes his attack value with the Sinister Syndicate attacks, attack rolls of 8 are critical hits.
Oh.
That's really good if you're using a Sinister
So any 8
team.
is a critical hit.
For 50 points too, like that's a very good.
Well, 6
character.
and 8 are the two most probable numbers to come up on a die roll.
And then always superior is his damage ability, which he has on click 1 to 3, so his entire 75-point starting portion, and then his last click 8. Always superior, it's got outwit. If an opposing character has been hit this turn, it can't use protected outwit. That's pretty cool.
So if you hit him if you're attacking, okay, so you can hit a power cosmic and they can't use. Is it only protect? You get protected outwit from power cosmic, so that means you can't use power cosmic if Dr. Octopus hits you, correct?
Yeah, you just
on that turn. I mean, on that. Wait a minute. Did it say that turn or that attack?
Yeah, it's that turn.
So if he hits you first, and he hits, you're not protected outwit, so you're taking damage. Possibly.
Yeah, I think he's really good. I think for a Sinister Syndicate team.
All right, listen to this. Okay. I outwit you.
Yep.
First, and I say, I'm outwitting your impervious. Then I attack you with Dr. Octopus. First.
Yep.
And he hits. That means you can't use protected outwit, and you're going to take the damage. Correct?
I don't know if it would. I don't know if that would activate until after resolution. They might just take Dr. Octopus's as if they had impervious, but then everybody else can hit. I'm not.
Well, I mean, you can outwit something that can't be outwitted. It just doesn't do anything. But
they would still have protected outwit, I think, until after resolutions.
I don't know.
But I'm not positive.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say resolutions. That's interesting.
And yeah, he says safeguard outwit, which is different. So if
safeguard would be. That's true. So. Is that what Power Cosmic says? Safeguard outwit, or does it say? I don't remember. Anyway,
got it.
All right, let's do that.
Legacy card going in.
But it seems to me like you could outwit. You can take that off. We're using. Take your headphones off. Nate's trying to tune me out. That's what he's really trying to say. He says, I don't want to listen to you out.
Really, I can hear you louder when those are on.
Really? Oh, yeah, because
you're coming through the mic.
All right. Oh, we got to add more. We got to add stuff. I'm falling asleep, guys. All right, Hawkeye. Did we do a Hawkeye already? Yes, Hawkeye, no.
12.
So we're going to do a Scarlet Witch Legacy card. We're going to do a Justice Tarot card. You've already thrown in the Legacy card from there. I'm going to throw in a Colossus from the old Deadpool X-Force. And then we're going to throw in a Pestilence from Storyline. Let's throw in a sealed booster from Hulk from back in the day. And let's do a Deathstroke from, what is this from? That's from The Flash. And I'm going to do one more. And that's going to be it for this one. We're going to do a Black Manta from Arkham Asylum. There we go.
13, 15, 17. Then you got 19, 21, 23. Got 14.
Yeah, you thought that you screwed up on numbering when I first was telling that, didn't you? No, you didn't. Yours was right.
Yeah, it's like I
screwed up
wrote
on
the number twice.
Well, what happens is when I'm listing them, I'm copying and pasting and changing, so sometimes I'm trying to do it really fast and it's easy to miss. But anyway, we fixed it. No big deal. Thank God it wasn't something like a chase. That would have been really bad. Does it say do not just Doc Ock according to the unit? Yeah, but he has to hit first, right? Also, it's any hit, not just Doc Ock according to the HC units. I'd have to read the card again. Let's look at it.
If any opposing character has been hit this turn, yeah, so it's just anybody hits them. It can't get protected.
That makes him even better.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah. His sculpt is cool too.
Yeah, it is. Most of the Doc Ocks that I've seen, did he have flurry? Most Doc Ocks usually have flurry, sometimes triple.
He does at the very end of his dial. So
He should always
when he
have
has
flurry.
that, he does have flurry.
Well, I think he should always have flurry, period. I mean,
Yeah,
it
it
just
makes sense. His forearms.
always. All right, so we're doing booster number 13. Maybe it's a lucky 13. All right, we got a one-shot web swinging. Then we've got a uncommon tombstone, Spider-Man common, 005, a glider, 034, rare. Now that's a weird dial. Did you look at this at all?
Yeah, I played with it,
Says
and I
Lord.
played against it. It's pretty good.
Okay, I have to read
It's
it.
pretty much just like the bicycles. It's a slight bit different because it gives you different powers, but yeah.
Inner Demon common, Mysterio common, and was that the one shot that I called a web swinging?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
All right, so booster number 14. Got a Spider Totem one-shot, Iceman common, Dr. Kirk Connors common, Man Mountain Marco common, The Lizard uncommon, and Spider UK rare.
I think I know what this is. Yep, that's the...
That one's pretty cool. That's
Yeah,
the one
it
that we were
is.
talking about
Yeah.
with the
Okay, so I got booster number 15. If you've got booster number 15, please speak up, please. I'm gonna look, so I'll give you a second to answer. Booster 15, please. If you got it, let us know.
It's right there.
We're at,
Collector 337.
all right, Collector, okay. Collector 337, if you are there, speak up. Oh, is that you? All right, so you got a good night brewing. You got Man Mountain Marco common, Gwen Stacy uncommon. Then you have a web swinging one shot. You've got the Lizard uncommon. You got a Spider Bite common, and you have the Chaser. And I think it's a good chase. You got Spider Biodroid. Congrats on that. That's the first time I really looked at it. It looks pretty good. I have to read it a little bit more later, but congrats.
All right, number 16. Starting off with a Spider Clone common, Spider-Man Noir common, Goblin Army common, Spider-Man 021 uncommon, and Spider Cat rare.
Spider Cat. That's something brand new. Anyways, we never had a Spider Cat before. All right, so I've got booster number 17. I've got Slide uncommon, Spider Bite common, Ashley Barton rare, Black Symbiote common. Is that the first Black Symbiote we did? I know we did one red. Did you put?
I think that might be the first black. Yeah.
Spider Bot common, and that would be it.
Well, no, I think I might have done one black already.
Yeah,
You did a red and I did a black, I think.
I did a red. Anyway, you're not. I would have thought we'd seen a lot more of them by now, but you know, that's good.
All right. Booster number 18. You've got a Spider-Man 005 common, Spider-Man 001 common, Spider-Clone 012 common, Spiders-Man 16 uncommon, the Spider 30 rare. That's just all Spider-Man pack.
Yeah, it's gonna
happen a lot.
Reasonable chance that could happen.
Yeah.
All right, so now I've got booster 19. I've got a one-shot and assemble the team. I've got a uncommon Mr. Negative. I've got a common Inner Demon. I've got a Spider-Man 2099 rare 029A. He looks a little interesting also. I've got a Mysterio common and a Goon common. What if we're going to get... We need a Spider Ham, don't we? Still need a Spider Ham. Looking for a Spider Ham for the
All
battle.
right, we're on booster number 20. Got a Goblin Army common, Spider-Bot common, Spider-Man 028 uncommon, Spider-Bite 19 uncommon, Spider-Punk 33 rare. This is really cool. His ability to he can use Pulse Wave for 2. Pulse Wave, but instead deals 2 damage if all targeted characters are hit. And then you can re-roll the attack roll once.
Yeah, I was using the, what was that last night? We haven't pulled one yet. It was one of the red symbiotes that he moves through figures. Not through he moves through figures or something.
I know who you're talking about.
But anyway,
Bedlam?
He was really good. He did a lot of damage, and he has that double prob. He has a double prob, which is, he's going to hit most of the time. All right, so Goon, common. I am on booster 27. I have something good in here. A Ghost Spider common, a Scarlet Spider uncommon. I have a Stunner rare, and I want to look at this one to compare him to the other one. We have a Super Rare, and it's the Super Rare Prime, and you've got a Dr. Octopus, so somebody got a winner here, and I wanted to compare him to the Chase. So this guy, when he would be KO'd, you may instead replace him with a Superior Octopus on his 45-point starting line. He's protected Pulse Wave. He has a giant reach of 3. When Dr. Octopus uses it and targets more than one character, he's got double. Instead of normal damage, he may deal each hit character damage equal to his printed damage value. And his damage value is 3, so that's doing 3 and 3, which is good.
It's pretty good.
It's really good. And then he has Most Brilliant. He has Outwit. He has Perplex. And he has Probability Control. That's a pretty damn good combo. and then he has and that's a trait. Once per turn, generate a 037 Stunner on her 25-point starting line. That's once per game, okay? And then he's got Sinister Syndicate. And he also has Underworld, which actually will come in handy also. I'd say he's 120 points. That's a lot of points, but he's pretty good. He has got a 12 attack, 19 defense. Within the set, that's really good.
Yeah.
Especially the Outwit. I mean, you got Outwit, Perplex, so you can Perplex up attack, Perplex up to 20 defense. And he has Prob. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good figure. I'd play that figure. That's our one prime. So far we've got 2 chases, 1 prime.
Yep.
And then the super rares. What you got?
Booster number 22. You're going to be happy as well. We've got a Spider-Bot common, Dr. Kirk Connors common, Mysterio uncommon. Then you've got a Lady Stiltman super rare. You also have a Craven rare prime.
Oh, so that's two primes, and they're back to back. So that's really good.
Yeah.
We almost had. Does it say Lady Stiltman?
It does, yeah.
So is that Stiltman wanting to be a lady, or is that?
I think the original Stiltman is just called Stiltman.
He is.
I think for some reason she's called Lady Stiltman instead of Stiltwoman.
Why would you just call her Stilt Lady?
I don't know.
Or Stilt Woman or Stilt Lady? But Lady Stiltman. I don't know. All right. Maybe it is Stiltman and he had a sex change. And he just wanted to be Lady Stiltman.
Yeah, that's possible. He couldn't change his name because it was already one thing, and so he had the lady in front of him.
All right, so we're at number 23. I noticed it. You know that one of the first comic books I remember reading. I had my own comic books that I read when I was a kid, and my dad had some comic books, and he had a lot of horror comic books. But he had one specific comic book with those horror books, and it was a Daredevil.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand why he was reading Daredevil, but I got it. And on the cover of Daredevil was Stiltman on a bridge, and I remember that. That's like one of the. I'm talking about when I'm in probably somewhere between first and third grade, and I lived over in Germany. I remember that being on the table and looking at it, and anyway. All right, so I'm on my last booster 23. I've got Moreland rare. I've got Ghost Spider common. I've got Bedlam, who we just talked about, uncommon, and I think Bedlam he's got a deep dial. He's pretty good, and I think he's pretty much a must play.
If you get him, no, I think he's
in a seal, yeah. Spider-Man 001. I've got a red symbiote. That would be a very good pool for a seal. Yep. And while I'm thinking about it before he goes, I did get the people that are watching that are waiting for their Brock's bumper. We got the rest of the maps in today. I've already packed them, and they're just waiting to have shipping labels putting on them, which Houston is working on, I think, as we speak, or in the morning. I don't know which. But everything should be going out Monday. The people that didn't get their maps yet should be getting them on.
Yeah.
And I've already ordered more, which I will have, which they're printing on Tuesday. So I should have those by the end of Friday, blah, 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 because I actually was 2 maps short still from fulfilling all orders. So I'll order more right away. It's crazy.
Hey, Dennis, how are you?
It's Dennis. Long time no see. And why are you late, friend? Me and Nate are never late for anything. Why are you late? We were way late. We were locked out.
All right, so booster number 24, last booster of the night. You're going to be really happy.
Yes. Our psychic lady is. You cannot doubt our psychic lady. She has. Yeah, I highly recommend that if you live in the Northeast and you can drive to Pennsylvania and if you're going to go to the lottery, going to go talk to this lady. Also, if you want to know about what's going to happen in your life, go talk to this lady. She is psychic. She can pick the super rares. You need to always listen to her. Yes, Dennis, you can. We have them. You can order them. Yes. So anyway, listen to Nicole. Listen to Nicole. Dennis, should we listen to Nicole? You tell the people in out in HeroClix land to listen to Nicole on picking super rares.
All right. So booster number 24. You've got a Spider-Man Noir common, Iceman common, Spider-Bite uncommon, Tombstone uncommon, and then a Spider-Ham super rare. So you've got the bounty.
All right, I had brought. I had brought some white bags in here. Did I not?
I didn't see any. Something in here.
Maybe I left them in the car.
Over there.
But I do have.
Right
we
on
have-
this.
Here, we got something. Put the. I thought I brought some water bags, but I must have left them in the car. Just put the bounty in here. And put that in here with it. So congrats on that.
And then-
Who won it? Who won the bounty?
We didn't ask yet. We didn't look up.
Yeah.
Unless somebody
Who won
says.
the bounty? We want to know. We also have to ask you, do you want us to open up the legacy cards or not? Gracie, did you win the bounty? And hey, by the way, you're being very quiet. See? Dennis, you tell him. So you got the mouse. Scroll up. See who won the bounty. What number? That was number 24? You see, we might even have 24 on here. Do you see 24?
Nah, it's not on there.
Okay.
Gracie Lou said she got it.
Yay, Gracie. Did she say to open it? Gracie, do you want us to open the legacy cards? Yay or nay?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
She said yes.
You've got two. Both of them are from Spider-Man.
How do you know I wanted to share? How do you know that I didn't want to open those up?
I wanted to open both of them.
All right, so I'm doing the first one. The first one, this is a good one. The reason I know it's good because I was looking at her beforehand. If you can get this figure and play her, this Spider Girl, I'm going to read it to you. You got it. This is one of the better ones, I think. I think the Spider Mobile is also good. I think that one's good. We got two good legacy cards. Spider Girl is what you got. It's an uncommon. Now listen to what she does, and if you don't know. Once per game, when Spider Girl is placed by a friendly effect, after resolution, she may generate a Karn bystander. When Karn is KO'd after resolutions, generate a Master Weaver bystander in the square that it occupies. So she creates a bystander, the bystander creates another bystander. And the bystanders are pretty good. They got charge, precision strike, exploit weakness, invulnerability, probability, all kinds of good stuff. And then it says she's got another trait. The first time she would be KO'd, instead turn her to click number 2 and modify her attack and defense +1 for the rest of the game, and she has protected pulse wave. And then on the back, another trait, or is it a damage power? This is a damage power. She has leadership and perplex, and then it says free. This one is now free. Choose an adjacent friendly character with the Spider-Man family keyword. If you do until your next turn, when Spider-Girl or the chosen character uses perplex or probability control, they may do so regardless of range or line of fire. So Spider-Girl can use probability control and perplex all the way across the map. And that is really, really good. She also has a Spider-Man team ability. And after her first click, she gets super senses. So she immediately goes to super senses.
Yeah.
Winner, winner, winner on Spider-Girl, in my opinion. And she is only 60 points. I think that's a very good 60 points.
So your other legacy card is Madam Web, who is 30 points. Madam Web starts the game on any starting line. She has 4 of them. They all have 2 clicks. Free, place Madam Web up to 2 squares away from her current square, then turn her dial to her next starting line. She isn't KO'd by this if KO clicks appear. So she just jumps. So she either has prob, perplex, outwit, or a special power.
But if you don't move her, her dial doesn't change.
Yeah.
So long as she stays put.
And that's the free movement thing. So if you can move her normally.
Well, you put her, all right, so listen to this. You put her beside Spider-Girl. And she's got prob and perplex. And she gets it. That means that she can also use it all the way across the map. That's what Spider-Girl said. So that's pretty darn good.
Yeah. And then she's Also got Spider-Man team ability. She's also got the Herald keyword, so she can get a god for free. And then she's got super senses on top of the Spider-Man team ability. When Madam Web is KO'd after resolutions, choose a friendly character with a Spider-Man family keyword and a standard power on this card. For the rest of the game, that friendly character can use the chosen power, Protected Pulse Wave. That's really good. So she dies and she just hands somebody Prob, Outwit, or Perplex, which is three of the best abilities.
Bottom line is you got two very good legacy cards, two very playable figures, two, I would think, high-valued legacy cards. Haven't heard anybody talking about Spider-Girl. I have heard them talking about Madam Web. I think she's very good. I did have a Spider-Girl on eBay. Don't know if she's still there. You might want to think about picking her up. Once again, if you guys are trying to buy singles, please visit eBay. I do have every single figure on eBay. From common to legacy card, everything is on there as a pre-sale. I will ship as soon as I get my inventory in and we crack things. There's no reserve. They all start at 99 cents. Most of them do have bids on them right now, but I would say that at the moment, based on what I saw yesterday, that everything is really, really cheap at the moment. So go bid up. Maybe you can win something cheap on eBay, Lucky Dice Games. Also remember that we will be also doing an auction, a singles auction here Wednesday night. We won't be here. We don't do that. We'll be playing in the event, but there will be a singles auction up with no reserve. Everything starting at $1 with everything in the set. I don't know if it'd be everything in the set, but it'd be most everything in the set on Wednesday night. And then Friday we will be doing Spider-Verse again. And we will be here with a new key, getting in the door on time, ready to do our show next Friday. Again, I apologize for being late, but it was a little bit was my fault. There was a lot of things that happened at the end of the day, just slowed me way down. But anyways, guys, I got to go. I got to go home and change. I got to go to a show with Houston. It's 8:45. I've got to get going, so I'm not late for one more thing tonight. You guys have a good night. We enjoyed it. Congrats to all the winners. See you next week, and you guys have a good night.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.
That was pretty fun. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Won't let me. Why won't it stop? I think it's because I did something that I'm not supposed to do.